literally. These two were born for each other, and Corey and I have spent so much time with them as their friends, neighbors, dance partners, cocktail buddies, and late night chats.
It took me a long time to come out because I thought my career depended on this image of a heterosexual woman. And I'm an actress, so it kind of made sense.
After years of standing by Ellen DeGeneres through thick and thin, Portia de Rossi has finally revealed the truth behind their high-profile breakup. Fans, brace yourselves, because the real story behind their split isn't what anyone expected. As one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, Ellen and Portia's love seemed untouchable. But now, Portia is lifting the veil on what went wrong, and the details are more complicated and heartbreaking than anyone could have imagined. Ellen and Portia's relationship began like a fairy tale. They met in 2000 at a social event, and sparks flew instantly. Ellen was already a household name in comedy and talk shows, while Portia was making a name for herself in the acting world. For years, they were seen as a power couple, both advocating for LGBTQ rights and living what appeared to be a picture-perfect life. Over the years, the two shared heartwarming moments with fans, speaking openly about their love for each other and their shared journey. They became a symbol of hope and resilience for many in the LGBTQ+ community, showing that love could truly conquer all.
I didn't want to think about being gay. I didn't want to think about what that would mean for my life. I wanted to be successful. So having the eating disorder kind of was like a babysitter. It kind of allowed me to not think about who I was, really. It enabled me to put all of my focus and attention on what I thought was the professional choice, which was taking care of myself. I got kind of like a general physical, and it came back positive for lupus and a slew of all other ailments. That was the start of my recovery, very long recovery.
But as we now know, there was more going on behind the scenes than anyone could have guessed. According to Portia, the couple's problems began years ago, but she kept things quiet to protect Ellen's public image. Sources close to Portia say she was often left feeling neglected and unappreciated as Ellen became increasingly consumed by her career. As her talk show skyrocketed in popularity, Ellen's focus shifted more toward her work, leaving little room for her personal life. Portia felt like she was always coming second to Ellen's career, shared an insider. Even though they had a strong connection, she couldn't ignore that her own needs were being pushed aside. Over time, this lack of attention took a toll on Portia, making her feel isolated and unfulfilled in her marriage. Ellen has long been known for her upbeat, kind personality on her show, where she famously encourages viewers to be kind. But in recent years, whispers have circulated about a more complex side to her character. Reports of Ellen's demanding nature began to emerge, painting a different picture of her off-screen personality. While these stories are hard to confirm, it's clear that the pressures of maintaining her image had a huge impact on Ellen's personal relationships. Fans were shocked when allegations of a toxic work environment on the Ellen DeGeneres show emerged in 2020. While Ellen publicly apologized and took steps to improve the situation, the damage was done. For Portia, this was a turning point. Insiders say that seeing Ellen struggle with her own reputation made Portia realize how much of her life had been dedicated to protecting Ellen's image, often at her own expense. Portia's revelation isn't just about her disappointment with Ellen, it's also about rediscovering herself after years of living in the public eye. Friends close to Portia say she had been grappling with feelings of inadequacy for years, struggling to define her own identity separate from Ellen's. Despite her successful acting career, Portia often felt overshadowed, with fans primarily viewing her as Ellen's wife, rather than an independent star. Sources explain that Portia reached a breaking point, realizing she needed to take control of her life and find her own happiness. She had lost herself in the relationship, shared a close friend. For so long, she was focused on making Ellen happy, but now it's time for Portia to focus on herself. This new chapter marks a powerful moment in Portia's journey towards self-discovery and independence. As news of Portia's confession spread, fans took to social media to share their thoughts. Many expressed their support, understanding how challenging it must have been for her to step out of Ellen's shadow. "It's tough being with someone whose career is larger than life," wrote one fan. "Portia deserves to find her own happiness, too." Others, however, are heartbroken to see a beloved couple go their separate ways. Ellen and Portia gave us so much hope, commented another fan. It's sad to see their story end like this. Despite the mixed reactions, one thing is certain. Portia's decision to speak out has touched a chord with many, and fans are eager to see what the future holds for her. Some insiders suggest that Ellen's relentless dedication to her career was a key factor in the breakdown of their marriage. As her fame continued to grow, Ellen's life became more about keeping up appearances and less about nurturing her relationship. Friends of Portia believe this dynamic was unsustainable, especially for someone as introspective and grounded as Portia. One close friend explained, "Ellen's focus has always been her career, and while Portia supported her, she also needed someone who would prioritize their relationship." The pressures of Hollywood have broken up many couples, and it seems that Ellen and Portia are no exception. Fans wonder if Ellen might eventually address this aspect of their breakup, shedding more light on how fame impacted their personal lives. While Ellen hasn't commented publicly, those close to her say she is deeply affected by Portia's revelation. After years of seeing her as her biggest supporter, hearing that Portia felt neglected and unhappy has reportedly shaken Ellen. Insiders describe her as reflecting on their relationship, questioning whether she could have done things differently. "Ellen is heartbroken too," said a friend. "She knows she wasn't perfect, but she always believed Portia would be by her side." Fans are now watching to see if Ellen will make a statement, or if she'll let Portia's story stand on its own. As Portia moves forward, those close to her say she's focusing on finding peace and happiness outside of Ellen's world. She has reportedly turned to friends and family, drawing strength from those who know her best. This new chapter is about rediscovering her identity, living life on her own terms, and letting go of the past. For many fans, Portia's story is inspiring, a reminder that even in the most high-profile relationships, self-love and personal growth are essential. As she embarks on this journey, supporters are eager to see her reclaim her own voice, both in her career and her personal life. Ellen and Portia's love story may have come to an end, but the impact they made together will be remembered. Fans are left with a bittersweet feeling, recognizing that sometimes even the most iconic couples have to part ways to find true happiness. What are your thoughts on Portia's confession? Share in the comments, stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding story, and don't forget to subscribe to Celeb Glam for the latest Hollywood insights.